Hi everyone, it's Erin with JesusandCoupons.com, and today is day 12 of our video series, Getting Organized with our couponing and our life. And today what I thought we'd talk about is not this past week, but the week before I got a question about saving money in other ways besides coupons. And when I started doing my research to do this video series, I found a ton of different ways to save money that I'm going to try to implement a few in my life. Now, I'm going to read things to you that you're not going to be able to do every single one. Don't worry about it. That's not why I'm telling you. I just want you to grab a couple here and there that you think you can implement that may save you some money over time. So here it goes. These ones are going to deal with saving money at the grocery store without using coupons. Okay, so basically to save money on your grocery bill overall, things you can do at home and at the store. So the first one is printing coupons. Now, we print coupons like crazy if you follow me on my blog. And what we do is when we print one out, sometimes we'll just keep printing them and we'll throw the rest of the paper out. So sometimes the coupon will print on just the top side. What I want you to do is flip that paper around so you can print out the second one on the bottom. Because remember, you can print coupons twice usually by hitting the back button on your browser. So that way you're not wasting paper. Now just be careful with that because sometimes you get turned around the wrong way, you'll print right over top of your coupon. So just make sure you're doing it the right way. When in doubt, just print on another page and then figure it out for the next coupon. Okay, so that's as far as saving paper when you're printing coupons. Now what I am trying to do, because like I mentioned before, I'm a note taker. I jot down, I have notebooks all over the house. I love paper and I'm a list maker. I'm trying to get better at that, but what I want you to do is when you have those two coupons, you're going to have one on the top and one on the bottom of your paper, and then you cut them out. That whole middle section is almost like one of those memo pads that you get at the dollar store. So save that. Stick it in a little basket or something right next to your computer or by your refrigerator. Use that as a memo pad, and that way you're not spending money on those little dollar memo pads, which I know are handy, but you can make your own for free by just using the leftover paper from your coupons. Okay. So, when you're printing your coupons, sometimes, at least my computer will talk to me and say, printer, ink running low, blah, blah, blah. I never listen to the little man because I find I can get like 60 more pages out of that little printer, or out of that ink cartridge than when the message first comes to me. So I run my ink until it just can run no more. Now you may have problems at the grocery store if it gets too light, so just be aware of that. But use your ink further than when you get that little message on your screen. That'll save you some money on ink, which is, I believe, by the way, the most expensive liquid in the world is ink. I can believe that. Maybe gold's up there now, but ink, we pay a ton of ink, a ton of money for a little bit of ink. Okay, next is signing up for store rewards. You can get a ton of rewards from different stores. Sign up for their mailers, their emails, their newsletters. Often they will send you coupons to go along with those every so often. Also, if you have a favorite brand, say you can't live without 8 o'clock coffee, get on their newsletter. They send you coupons every few months. I'm not sure how exactly long it is before they send you the next one, but they send you coupons all the time. So just get on your favorite mailing list. I also recommend getting your own email just for couponing. I had this question as well this weekend. It's clogging up my email. What do I do? You can get another email account just for your couponing, and that way you can, separate that from your personal, and that will work for you too. Okay, so when you're going to the store, eat first. You've probably heard that, but I can't tell you how many times I've been famished and have gone to the store and grabbed like a candy bar, one of those stupid little to-go cups of something, that fits so nicely in your little car console. They're making things very enticing nowadays. Like I said, that you can fit it in your car, so it's more tempting to grab that than it is to buy, a big thing of yogurt or whatever and eat that. So go first so you're not hungry. You're not grabbing those impulse buys. You're going to save some money by doing that. Shopping in one day. Now, I did mention that I go to the store quite often. I am disciplined when I go. I usually, and I'm not perfect at this, but I usually stick to just my list, and if I don't have a coupon, I'm not buying it. It's taken me a long time to get there, so if you're one of those people that goes to the store and doesn't mind spending an extra $5 or $10 each time you go, got to try to plan your shopping trips in one day. And you can try to plan them so that you're saving that amount in gas as well, rather than driving to the store every single day. Now, I drive down that road for work all the time, and like I mentioned, we have like one street that just is chock full of all the stores that I shop at. so I don't spend the gas going there, but I am sometimes not good about sticking to my list. I'll buy like one extra this or that, so I've got to cut down on that. Preparing your meals. Plan them ahead of time. Base them on what is on sale in the flyer. So say like tuna fish is on sale this week at Price Chopper. I'm going to make something with tuna fish if I don't have a stockpile to live off. Plan them that way. As far as going along with that, leftover meat or veggies you may have, if you've got something you've eaten one night and you've got a bunch of it left over, throw it in the soup for the next day or something like that. We had ham one time and I made a big ham. What am I going to do with all that ham? So the next day I got those frozen potatoes, made hash brown casserole with ham. And I like eating breakfast for dinner anyway, so, we had that. So just think of creative ways. Say you're making leftovers. If you are making, let's say, hash brown casserole, if you have enough ham for 4 of them, make 4 of them and freeze them. Of course, this applies to people that have a freezer and storage space, but say you got a big chest freezer. We have a huge freezer that if I have, a giant something that I'm cooking, I'll either make that leftover meal the next day, or I will make 4 of the same meals. Because I'm doing it anyway, it's not going to take me a ton more time to make 4 of them than it would to be 1. And then I have meals for 3 more nights. So that's another way you can do meal planning. Shopping in general. I hear a lot of people say retail therapy. For me, retail therapy is not therapy at all. It means I'm spending money because of an emotional feeling that I have, whether it's good or bad. Say I'm sad and I go shopping to make myself feel better. Well, in the end, it's not really going to make you feel better if you're spending more money than you would have if you weren't sad in the first place. Okay, it's just going to make you more sad and want to buy more. So try to stop that. The same thing if you are celebrating. Find a different way to celebrate than go out and buying this new whatever, and then you're going to feel bad about it in the end. If you're on a budget, stick with that budget. Find ways to fill that void through something else, whether maybe you can have a movie night at home. Make it a special time. If you're going to go shopping for an hour, instead go home for an hour and watch a movie with your kids. They will love it. It will mean way more to you. And you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by doing that and having family time at the same time, okay? So try that. Let's see. Cooking from scratch. I think we all know this. Cooking from scratch is way more money saving than it would be to take something out of a box that's pre-packaged for the most part. You can get good deals on that kind of stuff, but it's also healthier. So try to cook from scratch when you can. If you can't, like for instance, sometimes last year I bought Hormel chili in the cans for 45 cents. I got a deal on those at Rite Aid. What I did with my meals is, because I don't really like eating just stuff out of the can, I embellished it. I added tomatoes, I added beans, mix up things that are pre-made with fresh ingredients that you get, to make them a little bit healthier, and they spread them out a little bit longer. It feeds more mouths. So you can do it that way too and still save time. Drinking water. Lots of people will drink soda all day or juice. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you drink water out of the tap, you're going to save yourself a lot of money. Or even, coffee. Let's say you're a coffee drinker and you drink 2 pots, you make at least 2 pots a day. Take half of those coffee grounds from the first pot that you make, throw them away. Save half of them, and then fill the rest with the fresh grounds. You're going to cut out half of a pot of grounds each time, because you do know that coffee grounds can last for more than what you're brewing. That's something that I'm trying to implement because we make coffee a lot. So that's one way you can save on coffee. This is a no-brainer. Giving up costly habits like smoking, going to the happy hour maybe, things that you're in the habit of doing but may not be the most beneficial as far as your finances go. Things like that can add up over time. I'm sure you know that, buying that expensive Starbucks coffee. To me, I love my gas station coffee more than my Starbucks. I know it's really bad, maybe because it's full of sugar, but if you have that indulgence, it's okay. Don't deprive yourself. I'm not saying never ever go get that, but try to not make it as big of a habit as it is. Maybe cut down once a week to, if you're going 5 times, cut it once and then go 4 times a week. Try a little bit that way. You can save some money over time as well. And then eating breakfast in the morning. If you eat breakfast, you're not going to be as full, you're going to be fuller in the morning and not as hungry during, when 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock hits, I'm starving. And then again at 2 and 3 o'clock, if I don't eat before then, I chow everything in sight. And for those of us that work, when you're on the road, you can't make something from scratch that's healthy or inexpensive. You're going to go to McDonald's or go to that candy bar machine down the hall or the soda machine and get something to fill you up. So eat a good breakfast with protein in it in the morning, and you may save yourself some money that way. Starting a garden, this is something I tried last year. I didn't start an actual garden, but I grew tomatoes. Do you know how expensive tomatoes are? So just eating tomatoes off your tomato plant, it's not that hard. If I can grow a tomato, you can grow a tomato. So start a little garden, or maybe some herbs on your windowsill in your kitchen. Something like that may cut down what you spend at the grocery store. We talked about reusing coffee grounds, but how about water bottles? I'm a water bottle drinker. I can't tell you how many cases of Poland Spring I wanted to buy on sale last week. But once your bottle is empty at home, fill it up and put it in the refrigerator. I'm telling you, it's probably going to be tasting as good as it is, you know, if you grabbed one and put it in your refrigerator of the prepackaged water. So try that at home. When I'm out and about, I do take water with me, so I just grab whatever's, you know, laying in the case. So I'm going to try to work on that one harder. Reusing your bags at the use reusable bags at your grocery store. You do know that you can get credit at some stores for taking your own bags in, like your recyclable bags, or, you know, reusable bags. Instead of using Kleenex, I found this. Okay, well, I shouldn't say I found this. I did this forever until Kleenex became free one time for me, or no, 25 cents I think I paid. But anyway, we use toilet paper. I know it sounds dumb and like a no-brainer, but you spend a lot of money on Kleenexes. You can just use toilet paper. So that's what we do. And the last thing, the most important thing probably when you're couponing and trying to save money at the grocery store, is becoming not brand loyal. Break that loyalty to that brand if possible. Like I said, I'm a cosmetics rep for a certain company, and I love their products, but I found that there's other products that work just as well that I've gotten maybe for like $1. Like I've got C Derma Booth skincare lotion for $1 something. Or no, I actually might have made money on it. Anyway, I love it. Okay, so try other things when that's what the good thing about coupons is you can try things that you haven't tried without spending the full price for it. So be aware of that. Break loyalties to certain products. You'll find that it's actually, besides saving you money, you may find a product that you like more or just as well, and that's going to help you too. So stay tuned for the next one. It will be about saving tips around your house. This series will probably be broken down into 3 money saving sessions because that's a question I've gotten a lot that I haven't totally explored as far as putting it on my website. So if you have a certain question that I didn't answer or want a tip, let me know. jesusandcoupons@gmail.com. And again, if you like this if you like this series, press the share button and share it with a friend, and I will see you next time. Thanks, and God bless.